Oh, ooh.
Hello, and welcome to Girl That Book.
Man, look.
I'm Jelana, aka Lana, aka Virgo Girl.
I'm Dana.
I'm Malik.
And I'm Otis, aka.
Oh,
What's all the
Lord.
AKAs for?
1908, whatever.
Gang or something?
Well, if you must ask, my name is Jelana.
Oh,
My performance singing name is Lana, and my author name is Virgo Girl. Girl That Book, man, look. Is your one-stop shop for Black romance recaps with a twist. Each time we'll be talking about your favorite or not favorite or just any romance author. Our series so far has been on my books, Virgo Girl. This week we'll be covering Fated, the third and final installment of the Power Sisters series, and it gets juicy in here. So before we get started,
Oh, Lord.
what y'all drinking? What y'all drinking? Hey, what y'all drinking? Stella Rosa, I barely have any.
And the refill.
lemonade. Lemonade. Oh, but did you peep the cup?
Yeah, I'm like, what's a Dana? But okay.
What you got, Dirty O?
Well, I have a little Macallan #6.
Oh. Is there a
Good whiskey.
7?
There is not. This is a special edition, actually.
Wow.
Dun dun dun. What is it this week?
I don't have nothing this week, unfortunately.
You
I'm,
thirsty?
I'm fasting. I'm fasting.
Him thirsty.
Him
Him
thirsty.
downstairs.
Yeah, him downstairs. I had to get my butler to give me something in a few. So you may see my workers come bring me something in a few minutes.
Oh.
Production.
Right.
All right.
Let me chime in.
Well, everyone get prepared
You
to
got
be
workers. Man,
what?
Hmm?
What
What
did you,
happened?
my froze.
what did you
No,
say?
You-
Am I froze?
No,
Uh-uh.
no,
Yeah.
no. It sounds real high. No. I'm sound real high right there. No. Oh no.
All right, everyone, prepare.
You get ambushed by Dana.
You know what?
You gonna be in
Yes,
trouble.
that. Prepare to be ambushed by Dana. I was having a little production
Zen-
moment, but go
taking
ahead.
too long.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for the intro, Otis.
That's what I'm here for.
Today we are talking about Fated. Fated is the Power Sisters series, book 3. We're on pages 1 through 48 right now. So Dana, which just happens to be my name. I mean, the best have the name. Even we won't talk about it, Malik. Just go with it, because I know you feel in some type of way. So just go with it. She is the oldest of the 3 sisters. Remember, we've already met Rashida and we've already met Angel. So let's just get to know Dana just a little bit. Dana has put in her time at Ryan and Associates law firm. She's been there for a while. She has a lot of high hopes and she had dreams like ever since she was a little girl. So she's been patiently waiting on partner and she's gonna hear it. So her family was so excited for her, and maybe it was a little premature, but you know how family do. We know that something's coming, so we're about to put on a celebration. So she is celebrating with her family. They are so excited about this opportunity for her, and why wouldn't you be? She worked hard. There's not a lot of her lawyers in the world. So she's worked hard to get where she's at. And now they're going to announce partner. I got excited for her. So Dana's family is excited, and they're just proud of all of her accomplishments. And they've shared that the whole time with her. You know, Dana is kind of bossy. Well, I think, I'm not for sure. That's kind of what her family says. But you see, being the oldest daughter, I mean, she always wanted to be the boss, right? So from the beginning, she wanted to be the boss. From the beginning, she looked up jobs to figure out what makes the most money, because I just kind of want to be rich. So she figured out at a young age what she wanted to do. As a child, she was responsible, she was independent, and she was very determined, very determined. And her parents had high expectations for her. So, you know, put her on a pedestal from the she's the first child. So she was on the pedestal. So she didn't want to fall off. So she had to do everything right. Everything.
Yeah. Lil Boosie made a song about that.
He did.
What?
Wait.
You know
How you
what
spell
that
it?
means?
How do you spell it?
Oh, I know. I
You spell it right.
My bad.
Yes.
I-N-G-E-N-T-D.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, it was like that. It was like that.
Dana,
So,
you applause, Dana.
Yeah.
I know.
Dana had like the best, remember, because she had high standards for herself too. So she had the best of everything. She had an upscale 2-story condo with a modern, sleek furniture. I mean, neutrals and grays, browns and beige. It was like a soothing vibe that just even matched her personality. So, okay. So we're at the day. Oh my gosh, today is the big day. She has done everything right. She couldn't even sleep. Like, Dana has everything. It goes at 2 o'clock, you're going to do this. At 6 o'clock, you're going to do this. At 8 o'clock, you're going to do this. By 9:30, you should be sleeping, daydreaming, and doing whatever. But that didn't happen for her that night. I think it was all the excitement, because today is the big day. She is going to find out, oh my God, that she's partner. Like, if you're partner, you've accomplished so much. Like, that's the ultimate. Well, anyway, Mr. Ryan from Ryan and Associates, he says, all the candidates for partner have constantly excelled in service and excellence and contributing to the firm's growth. And I proudly would like to announce, and I'm pleased to announce, I'm so excited to announce, and she is sitting at her edge of her seat, and she's like, oh my God, my dreams have come true. This is the moment. And I mean, I was like, this is the moment. Go Black girls rock. Hey, oh. And then he says, Connor Stevenson, I can't and I won't even tell you what Dana did. I can't even tell you. I would do a disservice to tell you. I need you to read
What she do?
exactly what happened at that point. But let's just say this is all I can give you. The location of her new firm, the location of the new firm, the space is big enough for 4 offices, 2 small conference rooms. It has 3 bathrooms, a space for a reception desk, and a couple cubicles for interns. Did I mention it had a nice size kitchenette? I mean, that's where she'll have her staff lounge and stuff, of course. And then there was Cameron. Oh, Cameron, you're like, what, Cameron? Oh, yeah. So Cameron is Miles's homeboy. Remember, he's Miles's homeboy. Well, he has to stop over because it's like when a woman goes to buy a car, the salesman can kind of get over on us. You know, if you don't know, you're just keeping it real. They just know how to work you. And Dana had been worked by a previous contractor that just kind of took her for everything. So her firm wasn't ready. So she had to try to figure out now, what is she going to do? Well, Angel got her. Angel was like, okay, Miles, talk to your boy. So that's Cameron. So Cameron happens to come in. And as Dana would say, and kind of where Malik is kind of like, Dana's not my favorite. She judged the book before she even looked at the cover of it. Like she didn't read the front, the back, nothing. She saw a dude standing in the doorway, and as Angel probably would have said, he was fine as hell. Like just bottom line, he was fine as hell. She was like, who the hell, wait, even though Angel's taken, but Angel was like, I can still look at the menu as long as I'm not ordering. So she's like, who the hell? And Dana's like, oh my gosh, maybe we need to call 911. There is a thug standing in my doorway. I don't know if my location that I just got for this office is the best. I might have to rethink this. I don't even, yeah, I think he might have looked just like that movie. I think that was the look. And I think she was a little nervous. You know, she was just a little nervous. So she was like, I got to figure out what's going on with this thug. You know, let me get him out of the way. And so when she went to ask Cameron, can I help you? He was like, I'm looking for Dana Powers. And she's like, but basically he was like, look, because he could see it, you know, just kind of like we could see Malik's face. He could see that she was kind of disgusted. So he was like, but if you don't need my help, I'll bounce. And she's like, well, hold it. Meanwhile, Angel is still like, whoo, wait a minute, he's fine as hell. Like, wait, okay, let me get myself together. I'ma leave and we're gonna leave. And she was like, no, you're not gonna leave me with this. This is a criminal. Like he might cut me up and put me in the kitchenette. She was so nervous. And they were like, girl, get your life, figure out what's going on. But she forgot that she really wasn't whispering. So unfortunately, Cameron was hearing everything she was talking. So he was like, she's talking a lot of shit about me, but I'm doing this for my boy. But basically, he just had to call it what it was. Look, you little snobby heifer. I don't have to do shit for you. You kind of need me. But I don't think he called her a heifer. I think he might have called her princess. And when he called her that, she was like, I ain't no princess.
Yeah, she was mad offended.
Yeah, she was mad offended, but I think she was probably acting a little bit like a
bougie,
a Sadiddy princess. And so
I like that.
But this Sadiddy princess needed some help. You're behind schedule. You are sitting at I think the book says she's sitting at a card table, she's sitting at a card table with I think maybe her little yeah. So Cameron's looking like, I think you're gonna need my help, but you know what? Go on and figure it out. She's like, no. So they had a couple words and they did all of that, but Cameron decided he's like, I'm leaving. I can't with you. I can't. And she was like, no. And he comes back in and he just kind of takes a look and he says, what needs to happen here? Again, she probably doesn't really know, what needs to happen. But he takes a look and he's able to just eye it by walking through. He's able to figure it out. Again, she's thinking this thug has no clue what he is doing. He doesn't know. Like, does he really have a business? Is he going to put duct tape on stuff? Like, she wasn't really thinking he knew. You know, duct tape you can use for 243 reasons. And so she was thinking this was one of them. And so it really wasn't one. But anyway, he's walking through and he's like, ugh. So he actually at one time tells Miles, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm not gonna deal with her. But you did leave out one detail, bro. You didn't tell me she was sexy as hell. But anyway, I can't do that. You know, he had to add that part. He didn't get to say this. He was like, she's sexy as hell. I can't even handle it. And she was feeling some type of way too. Like the way he was talking to her, she was like, but she was like, whoa, it makes me a little warm and fuzzy. I don't know why. This isn't really my type. Like, look at him. I mean, but he's like, for my boy, I'll do anything. So he says, let me go outside and let me figure out what's going on. And I'm gonna get my thoughts together and I'm gonna get you a quote and I'll be back. Dana's inside like, this nigga, it's gonna be $1 trillion and he don't know what he's doing anyway, and he's probably got a van with no windows. So I'm just not dealing with this. Yeah. And so he comes in, but when he comes in, he's like got his shit together, like it's together. He was like kind of irritated, but he was like, can you just sit down so I can show you what I'm talking about? So
it sounds like dude had swag though. Sound like he had swag. Where was he from?
Oh gosh.
I don't know. Oh, he's from Levi's? Oh, okay. Levi's. I didn't know that was a place.
Sound like dude had swag. Where was he from though?
Levi's. He was from Levi's. That's what you should talk. Levi's. He was from Levi's.
Oh,
yes. Yes, he had swag. And I mean, he had so much swag that when he sat down at the table, the card table to talk to her, he pulled off his hat, and then under the hat, there's this curly hair and these beautiful eyes. She was like, whoa, yep, it was like that, Malik. It happened. She was like,
Malik, wait a minute. My hair ain't curly?
Yeah, my hair is not curly.
No,
that's the camera.
Yeah. It wasn't.
That's the camera. That's not curly.
At one time, he even puts it in a ponytail, and yeah, guys, just keep your hats on. So then what she does, she's like, all this.
Shade.
No, I'm just saying, keep your hats on. You guys look handsome just the way you want. This man had a man bun on the top. You don't have man buns. He had a man bun.
No.
He had a man bun. So this is the deal. He was sitting there, and when she looked at his eyes, she was like, whoa. Underneath that hat, this dude has some gray eye. Wait, like he's olive kind of sexy. Okay, focus. So he is telling her like, I can do this by then. Your floor is going to be this. He was just real irritated, but he had his shit together, like so much so that she was like, damn. So then what's the cost going to be? Because if he got all this together and he's going to do it in less time than the first person that took her money, it's got to be, he's going to say something that I can't afford. No, he comes back and he doesn't do that. He says, it's this. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, I was going to pay somebody $1 trillion to do this, and now you're telling me it's not going to be that? And he's like, no, very nonchalant, because he's just like, I just need to hurry up with this and get the hell out of here, and I got to deal with her. I can even start tomorrow. You can even start tomorrow? Yeah. Well, let me just say, he's like, save your sorries. Save your sorries. I don't want to deal with your sorries right now. I heard what you were saying. You're not good at whispering. You're full of bullshit. See you tomorrow. And I'll have my people here. We start pretty early in the morning, just to let you know. So I'll see you tomorrow. And so she's just kind of, feeling like, dang. But when she goes home, she can't stop thinking about him. She's like, he's not my type. I don't understand, but why am I feeling like that? It may be because I don't think there's been any activity in her life for a very long time. So maybe she could be having.
She don't work out.
You don't work out? You don't work out?
Kanye workout plan?
No.
You're right, Malik. She does. She works out on a regular.
She does? Okay. So
yes.
What activity?
Yeah, she work out, but she don't work out.
But she's not working out. Like,
you don't run.
Other places aren't being worked out for her. In other words, below the waist is not. I mean, she might be I don't know. We'll just keep what the book says. We just on pages 1 through 48. We can't tell anything that's really going on just quite yet. But again, she's dreaming of oh boy, and then he's feeling some type of way too. He was just like, oh my gosh, I can't even sleep. You know what? I'm gonna go on over there and I'm just gonna start working. But I think like when he got there, I think he smelt her scent or something, and he was just like, whew, there's something about this girl. Like, yeah, she left a scent, like, but it is her place. So, So he was like, gosh, there's something about her, but I see the way she looks at me. She wouldn't be interested in a guy like me, so I'll just admire her from afar. That's basically, that's what he's saying. I'll just admire her from afar. Well, the next day they get to work and he's working and she's over there just talking and he hawing with the crew. And he's like, this heifer done gave me the business. And she's over there laughing and joking. Everybody get your ass. Let me go over here. Just like the cops, they're eating donuts and coffee. So she walks over and she says, he walks over and he says, everybody back to work. Now everybody's looking at him like, nigga, you ain't ever told us so we gotta go back to work. So why are you being like this today? And she's like, give him a break. It's all good. You know, she's talking about her life. And then they clash and bump heads all over again in front of people. And finally he's just like, girl, can I talk to you? Come on over here. Like, I don't got an office in this place, but I'm gonna need you to come onto this side of the floor. And I need to tell you, like, I'm sorry. We got off to the wrong foot. Basically, you started the shit though, but we got off to the wrong foot. Let's just be cordial with each other and let's just, you know, let me just do my job. I'll get out of your way. When you come, I'll move around and I'll just do it. Yeah, okay. And she was sorry too. And I think that what is happening is that the more they're around each other, because now they every day, like, they're around each other. And I think Dana like brings them food. I think not once, but twice. And then I think like there was a time he was painting and he was standing on, and if I remember correctly, I don't know what color the tank top was, but all of his muscles were just bulging and popping out of this tank top. And she happened to be standing and looking at this piece of art. I mean, Cameron, she was just looking at and admiring
It's a book,
paint.
Dana. It's a book. Come
the
back.
paint. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
She was watching him paint, but he was singing. Like, he has this beautiful voice, and so she was really
Singing.
taken by the
So
voice. She
how
was
did he
just like,
sound? Can you give me a verse?
oh no, I can't give you a verse, but I'm sure you could give us a verse.
Was it
Otis.
something like, "You're the sweetest thing I know"?
Come on now.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
okay.
like that. It was like that.
Was it
And so
something
she
like
was
that?
stuck.
Oh, okay.
It was that. So she
Oh,
was
all right.
stuck.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, like we're stuck now and we're like saying, oh, this, okay, back. So she was like, wow. And so in her mind, she was like, I got to announce my presence. But she was so intrigued that she didn't. And before that, he had turned down the music, was like, my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And she's like, no. And the more she started saying no, the more she started looking at him and getting hot and bothered. But at one time,
yes.
yeah, she was getting hot and bothered, but she was trying to contain it. And I think he was kind of getting hot and bothered because at one time he says, let's dance. And so I'm like, we're dancing? Are we still painting? Is the floors in? What are we doing here? And so they're dancing and she didn't resist. Dana didn't resist, but I don't think any woman would. I'm like, you just spare my let's dance. You're like, oh, okay, that's sweet. And if he was singing like that, he was singing like we dancing. We gonna dance. But then while he was dancing, something else happened. He was a little taller than her and she had already taken off her shoes. And I think he was kissing. I don't know if it was a neck, but something, there was like pets and kisses, and I don't know what happened other than all of a sudden, Cameron was like, oh, retreat. And he was trying to pull back. So he went to pull back and Dana was like, nah, nigga, nah, it's been a long time. And so she's like, let's dance. And then he's like, okay, she wants to dance. And then she feels something poking on her thighs. And so she was like, whoa. And she ran. She ran. She did what no woman would do. But again, it's been a while because I mean, like, that's her office. Nobody else is there. But nah, she ran and she left. So she has to tell her sisters, and Dana was like, why do you keep running from the dick? Like it was, I mean, now Angel, my bad. Angel's like, why you keep running from the dick? And she's like, leave me alone, Angel, leave me alone. And Angel's like, you need something in there.
Wow.
You need to be touched by something, and Cam can be the one. And she's like, leave me alone. I don't even know if I should go back. It's her building. And she's like, I don't even know if I should go back. This is not professional. And Rashida's like, okay, listen here. You got 3 options and just 3. And she left the third option is you could just get banged out. That's what Rashida, the third option. We ain't gonna talk about 1 and 2. Rashida was like, you could just get banged out.
Option.
Just get banged out. And she's like, guys, you're not helping. So she goes back. Because it's been a couple of days and she's excited. And she says, you know what? I've been through some things in my life. and you'll have to read it because she has been through some things in her life. And she's like, you know what? I've got to be open to something. And I mean, I'm feeling this guy and I think this guy's feeling me. So why not? Why not? You know, he's really not my employee. So why not? He's grown. I'm grown. Let's go. When she happens to go back in the office, she sees something that she just doesn't quite understand. He's talking to some other girl that's Gucci'd out. She's Gucci'd out. And she was like, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. He got like 7 baby mamas and he's a trollop and she's a trollop and everybody's a trollop. I never should have done that. So if you want to know what happens, you got to keep reading to see how she and Cameron, or if Cameron loses the contract, I don't know, Cameron might not be working next Tuesday. I have no idea. But you're going to have to keep reading to see what happens because it's not called Fated for no reason. I'm just saying the book is not called Fated for no reason. So I'm going to need you to keep reading to see what happens.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I do have a question.
Oh no.
Oh Lord, oh
There you
Lord.
go.
And one of my questions are, we kind of started talking about this before we got on, and do you feel that you are judged a lot by the way you look? And that can be in a relationship, that can be at a job, that can be anywhere, based on, because Dana was judging him prior to him coming through the door. And while he was working, she got to see what kind of man he really, really is, you know, but because he looked apart, she felt some type of way. So speak on that.
So you asked if we get judged. So I'm gonna take my hat off. I get judged each and every day. Driving, just being black, a black man, and I got locks, beard. Yeah, I get judged every day in a lot of different ways. Yeah, he a thug. Yeah, he this, he that. They don't know the true me because, like you said, you can't just judge a book by its cover. It's just impossible. And we've gone through that for centuries as black men. You know, it's been tough. So yeah, definitely. I'm gonna experience it tomorrow.
Right. Is it harder coming from a black woman?
Oh, it's even worse coming from a black woman because we already fighting a fight against the world. And that's the last people that we want to fight a fight against is our black sisters. You know, they supposed to be bigging us up, you know, holding us up, picking us up, you know, at all costs. You know, all of us ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I got to be honest. But there are some good brothers out here. And they look like me. You know what I'm saying? So can't just judge us by our looks.
Right.
Point taken. Yeah.
Malik, I know you feel strongly about this character. And
Yeah,
this
well,
is some of the reasons why. Yeah.
No, I'm judged a lot. I wear a bow tie a lot. And so I'll be out in the street. They be like, Pastor. And I was like, man, I'm not allowed as pastor. Y'all don't know I'm a freak. I'm a freak. So, you know, I gotta let people know that. I'm not no pastor.
Say, I'm
Okay.
So,
well, those two sometimes go together.
So with that,
just saying,
so,
you know,
free
passes, there's free passes in the world.
So with Dana's parents putting high expectations on her, do you think that's wrong as a parent?
Nah, I don't think so. I think we as parents put, you know, high expectations on our children simply because we want to see them excel. We want to see them be successful. You know, so I don't think that it's a bad thing. Now, it becomes a bad thing when you start to pressure. You know, put that added pressure on them. You should be doing this, you should be doing that, and it's like this and it's like that, instead of allowing them to be who they are. You know, you guide them. So, as they say, you can lead a horse to the water, but can't make them drink it. So we just need to lead them as much as possible. We can't force them. That's where it becomes a problem when we start forcing.
Right. And do you think because go ahead, Malik.
No, I think that some of the pressure though, it did come a little bit from my parents, but as the part that I think we not to get too deep into the character is she had a lot of this pressure from a previous relationship. So her
True, that's right.
relationship would cause her to be a little bit more stern that she didn't want anyone to take over advantage of her. So even with the ideology that her parents have instilled in her, at some point she's 30 some years old. Like, yo, like how long we gonna carry this one? Is this one
Right.
gonna be? But now, when she's thinking like this at 30, she's in the Yana Van Zant territory there. It's like you need to fix your life. Like, you gotta get that together. So I mean, but we all have it. We all want to live up to our parents' expectations. I still do, even at 47 years old.
Okay,
Yep.
that's the only questions I have.
Oh wow.
What?
Mhm.
Yay!
That's new.
Off the hook. Woo.
Wait till not next week, but the
Not
following
Eminem.
week.
Not Eminem. Not Motormouth.
You
That's
know
all
what?
the question.
I ain't gonna even say nothing to you.
That's
I'm not
all
even
the
gonna say
questions
anything
Eminem
to you.
got
I was
today?
just waiting for the truth. I'm just waiting for the
They
truth.
was just waiting for the truth.
So just tell me the truth of this matter. Just tell me the truth.
I have one question.
Oh, we got a question.
Yes.
Have you guys ever, like, I know we talked about you guys have, as Black folks, we know we get judged all day, every day. But have you had a situation like the one with Malik? Malik.
Oh, Malik.
What's his name?
Cameron.
Cameron, and like, have you ever, encountered a woman that you were interested in, but she treated you funny because maybe either she thought you didn't make any money, or you didn't make any money, or you didn't have
I
on the
was
right
loud.
shoes or the right car? And
Yeah.
have you
'Cause
dealt
I
with
was
that?
loud.
And
Very
then
well.
have you dealt with that? And then how did you react to it?
I married her. True story.
Oh no. Okay.
True
Okay.
story.
Let it be. Talk about it.
But I think a lot of people miss out on good men based on superficial stuff, like your car, your shoes, your job, all that stuff. I think is ridiculous. Of course, people want somebody that they can build with and grow with. Like, nobody wants a man that sits at home all day and plays video games. But if a man is out there working, no matter what he's doing, if he's getting up every day and going to work and able to contribute and treat you right, like, why does it have to be 6 figures? It would be nice, but that's
What if
not
he sits at home and he plays video games all day and he does make 6 figures?
playing video games. That's okay. As
That's
long
okay.
as yeah, if you're making money, because I guess people are sitting at home making money off video games these days. But like, yeah. Okay, yeah, truth. Now it's time for the truth.
Truth and nothing but the truth.
Truth.
So help you, God.
I'm gonna let Otis. My truth is the obvious is she prejudged this guy, right? That's an obvious truth, and that's wrong. But something I read that was really small that Virgo Girl wrote in there that it still exists today in 2021 is the idea that Dana met this guy in college, and she was head over heels about him, and he was what she desired until she got taken home to his home, and his parents were light skinned. And even in 2021, people are still caught up on this color thing. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like, it is this brown bag. I gotta stay in my color lane, and you don't fit the mold because your family doesn't look the way, or you are from the inner city. That stuff is still so idealistic way of thinking is so disheartening to the growth of us as a people. That I think that that is something that is real, but we have to accept that truth. How we are still we are so ingrained in enslaving ourselves, and we can't progress because love is gonna happen. But because you don't look like me color wise, then I have a problem with you as a black person. We're not talking interracial. We're just talking about black people. I remember this is the truth. This is a real story. I'm from a part of North Carolina, real rural area. That it was a place. I won't call the area name because I don't want it to come back against us as a, as a group because it's real. But in that part of that area, they married themselves, like distance, like a third and fourth cousin, to keep the color together. They and the kids looking like somebody from the Goonies, and it and and they because they
This
wanted to
dude said
keep
the
the
Goonies.
you know
Oh,
with
the
the
hills have eyes.
turkey, you know that you know and you wanted to keep the color together that you wouldn't even accept anyone else out there. So that's that's a truth that we have to break ourselves out of this mentality that we have to stay light is right and dark is wrong. You know that's a bad truth that still exists today. Anyway, anyway, so back to Cameron and Dan.
How about that? How about it?
Yeah, how about it? You know what I'm saying? So
You
it's
feel me?
yeah, those two individuals are going to be interesting as we get
As
out
we
get
move forward, no
forward.
doubt.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Mhm.
Yeah.
this is going to be a different turn in our commentaries and
Oh, yeah.
a lot more discussion because who you think they are is not who you think they are.
At all.
So thank you for joining us. Tune in every other Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And make sure if the books are available. I locked my book fail on Amazon.com. Just search the title and my name, and you should be able to find it. Virgo Girl, Amazon. And please come back to the next episodes to hear more about these books. And
Please come back.
make sure you like
Subscribe.
and share.
Hit the notifications.
Like, subscribe, and share.
Hit the notification.
What is happening? What is happening?